Beam down.
Hello, how's it going, everyone? I got a new computer finally. Probably going to start streaming soon now because of I have the ability to. As a celebration, I'm going to tell you a quick story.
Ah, boy, here we go.
I had a computer, well, the one that I'm using now to record this. I had this computer for probably the last 6 years. I'm still running a 1080 Ti on it, or Ti on it. Probably since the 1080 released. And since then, they switched over to Coffee Lake, and so I've just not been able to upgrade because I have to upgrade everything. So, slightly after getting the computer, I got a kitten, and that kitten liked to climb my shelf, and apparently, at some point, he peed from the top of that shelf into my computer.
Oh, sick. That was gross.
At the time, I was working like 13-hour days. I'm like, I do not have the mental capacity to rebuild another computer or to test every single part and then return the parts that I don't need, because I didn't know what was wrong with it. I couldn't figure it out. So I'm like, you know what? Just take it to a computer store and have them deal with it.
Lazy.
So while I was at work, I asked my partner to drop it off for me. They dropped it off, and after probably 3 days, they're like, yeah, so this is what was wrong with it. We can replace the motherboard, which was what was wrong with it. It had gotten fried from the cat pee. I'm like, sure, yeah, go ahead. And they're like, well, we can't replace the motherboard with the one that you have because it's no longer being made. It's a very expensive motherboard, but we got a cheaper one we can give you. I'm like, whatever, as long as it'll work, I'll take it. So I let them do that, and I got it back. So it worked fine. It worked perfectly. It was great. It was a little laggy, but I assumed that was because it was just getting older and older. A few years go by, and now I'm living in the States. All of this happened overseas while I was living in Germany. Now I live back in the States. It was too late to go back and be like, there's something else wrong with my computer. I had noticed when I went to go put my specs on Reddit that for some reason, just for some reason, my chipset was registering as a i5 660K. I had an i7 7700K, which is a very big difference. They are very big. There's a big gap.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
In between these two chips. So I'm like, this isn't right. This something's wrong with this. I'm sure I bought a 77K. I built this computer myself.
Oh, humble brag, humble brag, humble brag.
And after tinkering around with it, I pop open my liquid cooler and I look at it. I'm like, no, this is the wrong chipset. They didn't tell me they were replacing my chip, and they just gave me a worse one, like a drastically worse one. And they're like, yeah, we'll take this like other chipset that's like $400, $500 more expensive, especially at the time because COVID was going on and everyone was trying to get into computer building. So they just took my chipset, took my motherboard, gave me two drastically worse options, and it's just been getting more and more slow ever since. So I got a new computer. Hopefully I can start streaming, and hopefully I can get back into just gaming and making a community. So if you want to join my community whenever I decide to start this, more the merrier. I'll see you then. Bye.
Get out.